Hello, everyone. How are you today, John?
Hi, Emma. I'm doing great, thank you. I was just thinking about my plans for the weekend.
Oh, that's nice. Thinking about fun things. You know, many of our listeners often ask us about thinking too.
Ah, yes. They want to know how to think in English, right? Not just translate words from their own language.
Exactly. It's a very common question. They want to be more fluent, to speak more easily and naturally.
And it's a great goal. So today, we're going to talk all about that. We'll share some simple ways to start thinking directly in English.
Yes, this can really help you speak much better. So, welcome to the English Speaking School podcast, everyone.
Thanks, Emma. And a big welcome from me, too, to all our listeners. This is a topic I think many people will find super helpful.
Absolutely. We're really excited to share these ideas with you today.
Before we dive in, we have a small request for you. If you like what you hear today, please subscribe to our podcast. It helps us a lot.
Yes, and don't forget to like this episode and share it with your friends who are also learning English. This helps our podcast grow so more people can find us.
Thanks for that, Emma. We really appreciate your help in sharing. Now, let's talk about why thinking directly in English is super important for all of you.
Yes, John, it's like a secret key. When you think in English, you don't need to translate words in your head anymore.
That's right. If you translate, it takes more time. You think in your language first, then you change it to English. It makes speaking slower.
Exactly. But when you think directly, the English words come out easily. It helps you speak faster and more smoothly.
And not just faster. It also helps you sound more natural. Your English sentences will feel more correct and sound more like a native speaker.
You know, John, I see this problem so much with students. They want to say something in English and they start well, but then they stop.
Ah, yes. They get stuck, right?
Exactly. They're often thinking, how do I say this word in my language, then change it to English? Or, what's the English word for that?
It's like their brain is trying to do two jobs at once. That must be hard.
It is. And this makes them speak slower, and sometimes they even get shy and stop talking. It's a common problem.
Yes, I've seen that too. And sometimes, even if they finish the sentence, it sounds a little bit not like English because they are using their own language's way of building sentences.
You're right, John. That happens a lot, and it makes speaking English hard.
It does. So, we've talked about why thinking directly in English is important and why translating makes things slow.
Yes, we've talked about the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. How can our listeners start to think directly in English?
Exactly. Let's give them a first step, and it's a very simple one, something you can do right now, every day.
Oh, I love simple steps. What is it, John?
Okay, the first activity is called Label Your World. Sounds easy, right?
Label your world. What does that mean?
It means you look at things around you, and in your head or quietly out loud, you just name them in English.
Ah, I see. So if I look at my coffee cup, I think coffee cup in English, not in my first language?
Exactly. If you see a table, think table. If you see a door, think door. Just simple words for things you use and see every day.
That sounds very easy. How does this help us think directly?
It helps your brain connect the object directly to the English word. It skips the step of translating. No middle step.
So when I see a pen, my brain quickly thinks pen, not lápiz, then pen. It's faster.
Precisely. Start with nouns, simple objects. Your chair, your phone, your shoes. It builds a direct connection. Precisely. Start with nouns, simple objects. your chair, your phone, your shoes. It builds a direct connection.
That makes so much sense. It really does skip that translation step. So, what's the next activity then, John? What if we want to move beyond just naming things?
Great question, Emma. And this is where our second activity comes in. It builds on Label Your World. We call it Narrate Your Actions.
Oh, narrate your actions? What exactly does that mean?
It means, as you do simple things throughout your day, you quietly say what you're doing in English inside your head or very softly.
Ah, I think I get it. So if I'm pouring water, I think, I am pouring water. Or if I'm opening a book, I am opening the book.
Exactly, you've got it. Short, simple sentences about your immediate actions. I am walking to the kitchen. I am drinking my coffee. I am writing a note.
So with Label Your World, we focus on single words for objects. And with Narrate Your Actions, we make simple sentences about what we are doing.
That's the key difference. This activity helps your brain connect actions and verbs directly to English. It moves you from just knowing words to forming basic sentences without translating.
And I guess that helps a lot when you actually need to speak, because when we speak, we use sentences, not just single words. And I guess that helps a lot when you actually need to speak, because when we speak, we use sentences, not just single words. You know, John, these ideas sound really useful, but I can already hear some listeners thinking, what if I don't have much time?
That's a super important question, Emma, and it's a very common one. The great thing about Label Your World and Narrate Your Actions is that they don't need extra time.
Really? How does that work?
Yes, you don't need to sit down for an hour to do them. You can do them while you're doing other things, like when you're waiting for the bus or when you're making dinner.
Ah, I see. So no special study time. Just use the time I already have in my day?
Exactly. It's about changing how you think during your normal day, just for a few minutes here and there. It's like a mini English practice session, many times a day.
That makes it much easier to start, I think. No pressure for a long study session.
Right? And these small moments add up. Every little bit helps your brain get used to thinking in English.
Right. And these small moments add up. Every little bit helps your brain get used to thinking in English.
They really do. And sometimes it helps to see how it works in a real situation, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think our listeners would love that. Let's do a quick role play to show them.
Great idea, Emma. Okay, so imagine I'm just starting my day and I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'll use both Label Your World and Narrate Your Actions quietly in my head.
Perfect. So what are you doing first, John?
All right, here we go. I walk into the kitchen, quietly. Table, chair, kettle, mug. Then I start moving. I am taking the kettle. I am filling the kettle with water. I am putting the kettle on the stove.
That's it. You just named all the things you saw, kettle, mug, and then you said what you were doing. I am taking the kettle, I am filling it. Very simple sentences.
Exactly. I didn't think in my own language first. I just saw the kettle, and the word kettle came directly to my mind. Then I used a simple sentence for my action.
And it makes you think in English without even trying hard. Listeners, you can do this too, with anything around you. Just try it for a few minutes.
It's like a small workout for your English brain, many times a day, and it really does make a difference.
It really does, John. I think that role play was super helpful to show everyone how it works in practice.
I'm glad. So, let's talk about it a little. You heard me say words like table, chair, kettle, mug.
Yes, those are all very common everyday words. Why did you choose those specific words, John?
Exactly. I chose them because they are simple nouns, things we see every day. The goal is to start with easy words that you already know or can easily learn. No need for complex words.
That makes sense. Start with what's around you and use words you're comfortable with. And then you move to sentences like, I am taking the kettle. I am filling the kettle.
Yes, again, very simple sentences. Basic verbs like take, fill, put. These are actions we do all the time. The idea is to make those direct links between the action and the simple English sentence.
So the big takeaway for our listeners is, don't try to make complex sentences or use difficult words. Start small and simple.
Absolutely. The simpler, the better, especially when you're just starting. Focus on connecting the real thing or action directly to the English word or a very basic sentence. Skip your first language completely.
It's about building those direct pathways in your brain, right? So when you see a door, you think door, not the word in your own language first.
Precisely. And the same for actions. When you drink, you think, I am drinking. This practice makes your brain faster.
That's such a clear explanation, John. I feel like our listeners have so many great tools now.
I hope so, Emma. We've covered a lot today.
Yes, we have. Before we finish up, I wonder if we have one last, very quick tip for our listeners. Something easy to remember and use right away?
Oh, that's a great idea, Emma. One final secret key. Okay, here's my quick tip. Don't go home.
Don't go home? What do you mean by don't go home?
It means when you're trying to think or speak in English and you get stuck, don't go back to your first language. Stay in English. Try to find another English word or describe what you mean using simple English you already know.
Ah, I love that. Don't go home. Stay in the English zone. So if I don't know butterfly, I can say it's an insect with big, colorful wings?
Exactly. Or even simpler, it's a flying animal. Very pretty. The point is to keep your brain working only in English. Don't let it translate. It's tough at first, but it makes your English brain stronger very fast.
That's a powerful and very memorable tip, John. Don't go home. Wow, John, what a great episode, John. We talked about so many useful things today.
We really did, Emma. I think our listeners have some clear steps now to start thinking directly in English.
Yes, so to quickly remember, try to label your world. Just name things in English. And narrate your actions. Say what you are doing in simple English sentences.
Exactly. And you can do this anytime, anywhere. No special study time needed. Just little moments every day.
And don't forget John's great tip. Don't go home. Always try to stay in English, even if it's hard.
That's right. These simple steps will help you speak English faster and more naturally. Your brain will get stronger in English very quickly.
We hope these ideas help you feel more confident when you speak. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone.
Yes, a big thank you from me too. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and we'll be back with more tips next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.